Hey, what's up guys? It is Michael Panetta with Tech Examined, and in this video we are going to be reviewing the MogoPod MK III kit that I've been using, which includes this fluid head, these tripod legs, and of course the monopod itself. So, let's get started. So it's been a few weeks since I've gotten this product in, guys, and I have used it to its fullest. And let me say, I am pleasantly surprised with the results that I've gotten from this. Now, there are a couple little things that I just want to kind of get out there and let you guys know, but just to get over and get into it, I really love the one handle, one pull, twist, and boom, you're out, your extension is ready to go capabilities of this. Now, we all have our tripods that have maybe 2 or 3 of those snaps to undo. So obviously with the tripod, you're doing each side. I would like to see a tripod with this to be able to extend all 3 like that, because I have a monopod that has the 2 snaps to it and you're taking it out and you're doing it. This saves a lot of time, and I really do like the fact that you have the measurements on the side here to let you know how tall it is and where you're at. So it gives you an idea where your level needs to be when you're setting up, because when you're doing a tripod or even any other monopod, there's no marking, so you're just kind of guesstimating. I do like that in this. Now, the functionality on this is really the limit of your imagination. First and foremost, you have the tripod legs here, which are extremely sturdy. I love the rubber feet on this, and it lets you know enough that you do have a tripod on here. Now, the one thing that I really liked about this was being able to have the legs come up on the outside. I did not think I would like that, because I do have one where the feet go up inside, but you know what? That's a bit of a pain in the butt when you're working, trying to do it fast, because you simply just take these legs down and boom, you're ready to go. When you're done, you simply fold them up and you pinch these feet in there, you roll them in, and boom, you're ready to go to the next shot, which I thought was extremely helpful. Now, using it on uneven ground, you have this ball bearing here, which allows you to move the feet around to be able to get a more level shot, so you're not necessarily messing with the fluid head, trying to balance all that out. So that is extremely useful. I wish it would lock in to get a little tighter, because I still feel like it moves just a little bit. But, you know, I was talking to a couple buddies of mine that have this product as well, and they said, you know what? Having that little motion kind of lets you know that it's not as sturdy as say a normal tripod or any monopod, for that fact, you have to be careful of. So it just kind of reminds you a little bit that, hey, be careful around it when you're using it, you know. And I think that's a very good tip to go on when you're doing that. But the weight is perfect. The overall build quality on this thing, in my opinion, is top notch. You don't get any better than the way that these guys built this thing, and the way that they've set it up so you can use it. You've got an easy rocker wheel here, so you can tighten it up when you put the fluid head on top of there. And the same thing goes with the bottom, locking all that on and locking all that in. Again, like I said, I absolutely love the ability to be able to use a one-handed extension on that. I did not utilize the grip here or the extension pull onto that as of yet. It hasn't come about. But I love the build quality. The one caveat I have to this is, if you notice, it just twists a little bit. So if I'm setting up a fluid shot where I'm moving, I just got to make sure I'm locked in before I start moving on that. Is it a big deal? No, because you really are just getting your shot and you're already starting to go, and by the time I edit it in, I've already given myself enough space so that clicking is going away. So it's not really that big of a deal, just a heads up. So overall, I absolutely love this setup to be able to use at CES, and I'm super excited to try it out. Now, as far as the fluid head goes, again, pleasantly surprised, because it's all plastic, but the internals are very beefy. Again, I've been using this for a lot of my B-roll shots, and I'm extremely impressed with the overall outcome. My camera that I'm using now is the GH4, and I love this plate because it is not very wide, and it allows me to get to my battery without a problem. Just take that right off and get to the battery. And the locking system in here lets you know that it's in place. It is locked in there and it is not going anywhere. Did take some getting used to the lightness of this compared to the Manfrotto that I have, which is much heavier. But overall, I really enjoyed this because of the small factor. Once I got used to the weight of this, it was no holding me back. And especially when I had my rail system out or my slider, because you start getting to the ends because of the heavy plate and the fluid I had before, it would kind of move just a little bit. With this being as light as it is, I got much better results, and I noticed that I stayed level more times than not than I did with the heavier Manfrotto. Now, with that, I would take the slider, and I would just move this to the end, lock it into place, lock everything in, and then just slide everything over, and I could stand next to it, and I still got this shot centered, and I was able to actually work a little bit and leave the slider on, which again was a bonus. The fluidity of this was perfect. I had no problems with it. Like I said, once I got used to the weight, better than anything I've tried out there, dare I say. You know, the fluid head on the Manfrotto is nice, but so is this. And you know what? For $80-some, again, yes, it's made of plastic, but, you know, maybe if they added a little more weight to it, it might bend the things a little bit more. But if that's something that they were going to do, I wouldn't be against it. You know, I would be afraid to break anything off of this. But again, ultimate test will be at CES because this is what I'm taking. I don't know if I'm going to take the big Manfrotto head or not. I think this will be enough for me at the show. So, pleasantly surprised in this product. And if you don't remember, this whole kit was $250. Now, the items themselves separately, I believe this was $89. I think the feet were $70. And I think the monopod was $120, if I'm not mistaken. So, great pricing on that. An overall kit of about $250, I think it was. Pleasantly surprised. Extremely surprised with this product. I definitely give it 2 thumbs up, you know, with those 2 minor things. Getting used to the weight of the fluid head here, and just a little bit of motion in the monopod here. Overall, extremely happy with the product. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to hit me up down below. You're going to see a lot more of this at the show, and I'm extremely excited to maybe give you guys a follow-up afterwards and to see exactly what I think of it in, you know, extreme circumstances as opposed to using it here or outside. So if you like this video, please be sure to hit that thumbs up button. Your support is always extremely appreciated. And of course, to get the next video in your sub box, hit that subscribe button, and of course, notifications, turn that on, and then you'll get an email with it that way, and you'll know when my video's out. So that is it for me, guys, and next up, we got CES, where we'll be using this. Thank you all for joining me, and I will see you in the next video.